and we'll see the Rams superstar.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
16 yards right off the bat, first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But Charles, it's something we talked about last week. When you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not, well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Back to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not.
McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay.
After review of the play.
So that a good outcome for Sean McVay as the challenge is successful.
They'll look to throw again. The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Rams! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break the tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
They'll look to throw here. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Jamison Williams.
35 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
McPherson on for the point after.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Open man here is Conklin. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Gain of 19.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Check,
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him.
A nice little juke. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Let's go.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, and when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. But Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it. Yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed.
2nd and 4.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Evan McPherson is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second down and inches.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. So we've got, well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Rams ready to go on offense. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here. Anything to seize that momentum back. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught inside the 15. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Cine.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back to throw again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Jameson Williams.
His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal.
Ready, go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
Okay, ready? Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
Completed pass brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin fourth quarter, you're going. They go for it on fourth and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up on fourth and goal from the 4, and this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
A big play there for L.A. 55 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Jamison Williams.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
KC's offense ready to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
That pass taken in by Burks. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball. and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who is just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Well, as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little less.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool cool when you see me. I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean